All right, everyone, it's been about a week since I've posted a video, and I am trying to do my best to get more videos out. I just sometimes have a hard time coming up with stuff that I think will be relevant and be helpful. And I don't want to make videos just for the sake of making a video. I would rather it be informative and helpful. But this will be something that I will hopefully be able to do month to month. It's not going to be a weekly set, but maybe explaining what you should look out for and what might be coming for the month ahead. So without further ado, I'm going to discuss some of the heroes that might be coming out, some of the weapons that might be coming out, and things that you can possibly expect with the rest of the month of July. Okay, so far this month we have seen quite a few heroes come out in the event items. Triceratops Ramirez was the first of those to come out, and this is not one that you want to I mean, she's not good. I mean, that's just as simple as that. She's not good. But get her for the sake of having her. You can use her for Blast from the Past. That's about the only perk that she brings, is the fact that you can use her in your support if you have to have her to activate Blast from the Past, but she's not one to get. Stars and Stripe Jonesy is probably the best of all of these 4th of July type characters, and he allows you to have a chance to basically not use a shot, use a bullet with a shot. So in the standard perk, it's a 24% chance, so 1 in every 4 bullets has a possibility of being a freebie. And then as this commander perk is 48% chance, which if you're running a weapon like Mercury LMG or Terminator, these LMGs or something like that with a massive fire rate, this is a good way to go. So this is one that you definitely want to get, and I would highly suggest picking up. Old Glory AC, not that great. Spending a charge fragment reduces Teddy and Shock Tower cooldowns by an additional 10%. It helps a little bit if you're going for an infinite Teddy build. You can use this, but there's other options out there. You don't have to have him. But what I tell people all the time is always buy everything if you can, especially in this instance where there's gold and stuff involved that you can just rack up the gold and use. Patriot Penny. When your shield depletes, resets Bull Rush cooldown. Effect can occur once every 12 seconds, unless you're really trying to bull rush all the time, which I don't see why you would do that, except for maybe trying to clear buildings. I wouldn't suggest this, but once again, it's one you should still get. And Star Spangled Headhunter, which Warcry grants 25% chance for each shot to cost no ammo. Could be helpful. It's more of a support for your team, but you can use it on yourself, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if you use Star Spangled Headhunter with Stars and Stripes Jonesy, you're really, increasing that chance. But this is Warcry grants that, and Warcry only lasts for, like 8 seconds or something, 8 to 10 seconds. So it's just not all that useful, in my opinion. It's not something I'm going to go for. I tend to focus more on the damage output than I do conserving the ammo. So, but if you're just in a bad way for ammo and you need a way to save up, this is a way you can do that. All right, so that is some of what we have already seen available to us that you could pick up. So let's get into some things that you probably are going to see here in the very near future that you want to be on the lookout for. Some of the greatest heroes, in my opinion, in all of the game are going to be the prehistoric heroes or historic heroes. These things are amazing. With the exception of Triceratops Ramirez, you get so many good ones. The Prehistoric Izza, maybe one that you're going to see really soon. She is awesome. I use her in all of my Blast from the Past builds because while your shield is depleted, it increases your armor by 33, and that's just the standard perk. It's a great buff to have because you constantly have an extra bit of protection, and it's going to help with your health and everything. So If you are running Blast from the Past, I definitely suggest that this be one of your 2 heroes to activate your Blast from the Past, as she is amazing. You can never not have enough boosted, armor and to add some tankiness. So this is one that I suggest that you get and save on using any, hero voucher. So part of this video is to explain what's coming up in hopes that you don't voucher something that you're not gonna need. So this is one I suggest that you just wait, and should be coming out very soon. Okay, the next one is going to be one that already has come out, but you may have missed it because there was only a set window during Hit the Road where you could get Rex Jonesy. Rex Jonesy is a good one. Every 1 second, it adds 3% of current health to damage of the next ranged weapon hit. This really buffs your ranged weapon attack, damage output, so I would suggest that if you did miss it, and you've got a weapon voucher a hero voucher that you just want to spend because you've already got some of the other big names like Stoneheart Farah or Ice King or Paleo Luna, things like that. If you have some of those top heroes and you just have a voucher that you want to use and you don't have Rex Jonesy, this is one I would consider getting, because you're probably going to have to wait another year to get him. Unless he comes back out during this event, you're going to have to wait another year or so to get him. So maybe consider this one, but do so at your own risk. I would only spend a hero voucher if you just absolutely feel it's necessary. But this is a good one, and he was out with Hit the Road, and this is one that I also suggest getting if you can. Okay, another one that we may see coming up again soon is Jurassic Ken. Ken is going to give you increased ability damage while your shield is depleted. This one is amazing if you're a hero ability build, something like a Dragon Slash, or if you're using the Teddy and stuff like that, this will increase that damage. And for that reason, I really love Jurassic Ken. I am a big fan of using the Dragon Scorch Infinite Dragon Slash loadout, and especially during ventures, it's so fun to use. So having that extra 20% damage is huge as a standard perk. It's 60% in the commander lead, but you're not going to really want to run him as a commander. He is much better in that standard slot, helping out as a support team member. So this is one that you could look for. It should be coming out soon. This is all estimation, but this is probably one that we're going to see. Most of all these historic heroes we're going to see, but I'm pointing out some of the main ones that I'm a little more confident in based on some of the yearly content that we've seen. I will post a link down below for a Save the World yearly content timeline in the description for you to use. And I don't know who actually made this, and made by Beast. Okay, so shout out to Beast for making this. But yeah, so shout outs to him. And if you don't know Beast, you should check out his videos. Probably the biggest name in Save the World, at least I think so. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Beast for making this. I will link to this, and I will also link to Beast's YouTube channel as well. But yeah, that should help you in the future. All right, another one that we're going to see probably coming out real soon is a great one to use, especially during this venture season. That's Fossil Southie. The reason why Fossil Southie is so good in this venture season is because this season you do not gain energy unless you're attacking husks. The way around that is having a character like Fossil Southie that regenerates your shield every second. It regenerates 4 energy per second when your shield's depleted. If you're running Blast from the Past, you never have shield, so you're constantly generating 4 energy per second while having him in your support build. So it's definitely what I've been running. When I started Ventures, that's what I had on. I was running a Teddy build, so I could destroy things with my Outlander, being able to anti-material charge to get things, crafting materials and building materials and things like that. And I was able to do that because I was building up energy, and then throwing down Teddy and just wrecking things, constantly just, destroying the husk and getting energy by killing them, as well as on top of, generating, because I don't have shield, was just anti-material charge after anti-material charge. So it helps. It was great. So it's a great way to start this venture season if you haven't really got off to a strong start. If you do get Fossil Southie, or if you want to wait to get him and then try to dive into ventures, this is a big one right here. All right, the next one is one that everybody must get. We should see Dennis Jr. You can find him under the Rad Heroes right here, and Dennis Jr. is not good by himself. So why am I saying that everyone must have him? Just his perk alone, Axe Eliminations have 11% chance to grant Rock and Rift. Rock and Rift just basically increases your damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%, which decays over 8 seconds. So that first second, it's at its strongest, and then it decays over time. So why am I suggesting him? Because of the team perk that he brings. When you get Dennis Jr., you get the Totally Rockin' Out team perk. That team perk increases your critical hit chance dramatically. I believe it's like 160 or something like that. It's amazing. Everyone has to have it. It is the team perk that will basically give you the most damage output in the game. So get him. Most MSK players run Totally Rockin' Out so they can do the extra damage, not only to crystals and mini bosses, but the horn as well. And it is definitely the team perk to run. I love running Totally Rockin' Out. Generally speaking, I run it and Blast from the Past almost solely. That's about all I run, are those two and all of my loadouts. So I highly suggest that everyone get Dennis Jr., not because he is great by himself, but because you want that team perk. That team perk is going to be a huge bump to your damage and help you get through some of those more difficult missions. All right, the next one that you want to look for, that should be coming out as well, is going to be Archaeolo-Jess, and you can find her under the Blockbuster Heroes right here. Now, what makes her so good is she increases your anti-material charge heavy attack efficiency by 28% just in her standard perk. But if you have her as a commander, you increase that heavy attack efficiency by 128%. If you run this properly, you can almost infinite anti-material charge. It's such a good perk to have. She's such a good commander, especially if you were just trying to run missions to get crafting supplies. You can run her and just build up. She's great to use in ventures because you can start out by replenishing, or I say replenishing, but just getting all of the materials that you need, because you're starting off with nothing in a venture season, and you can get a lot of crafting supplies and get yourself into a good situation to where you can, be able to craft traps and things like that and help you throughout your venture season. I like to pair her with Cassie Clip Lipman, because with Cassie, it gives you a 33% chance of getting double, material, double crafting material. So you are able to anti-material charge more with Archaeolo-Jess and have an increased chance of getting more of the crafting supplies with Cassie Clip Lipman. So pairing these two together are great. I highly suggest getting Archaeolo-Jess. She's going to be a huge perk up for you, a huge bump to help you in your ventures, even help you throughout the game. So definitely one to look for here. All right, that is it. Those are the heroes that you can expect to see here in July of 2022. It's not guaranteed that they're going to be there. This is all based off of a yearly content timeline that Beast has made. And shout out to him again for making this and being so detailed with his content to help everyone in the Save the World community. But yeah, this is what we have. This is what we possibly can expect based on what we've seen from Epic in the past. But with some of the new changes that Epic's doing, who knows? Maybe they're going to continue to surprise us. Who knows? I thought it was just going to be monotonous wash, rinse, repeat with them, but I mean, they are actually adding some things to save the world. So could we see something better? Could we see some changes in the future? I don't know. I really hope so, though, because I would love to see Save the World get some more love. So, once again, this is what you might be on the lookout for, and the ones I suggest and the ones I think you should go after. This is it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. Also comment down below if you'd like to see something else. I would love to make more content, but I want to make sure that I'm providing good information and not just making videos for the sake of making a video. Anyone can just make a video because I want it to be good information for you all. So much love to you guys, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one.